Yeah. Yeah.
Can I go play with? Can I go play uh
Kitty.
with Addy? I know you the name.
With the kitten? How
No,
about this?
no. Where's Addy? We played yesterday. Where's Addy?
That's right. That's right. You did. We traveled quite some far away from her. Do you remember when we were on the horse?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
cried
remember
it.
being on. Yeah, we rided quite far. So at some point, we'll try and go back, okay? Just stand still for the nice priest for me, all right?
Can I
And he
do?
turns
And then
around.
maybe you can play with the kitty at some point.
The kitty. Okay, the kitty.
yeah,
And then she
just
sits
stand
there and just
still.
swings her legs.
Yes.
Thank
Thank you.
Some form of
Thank
illusionary
you.
magic is about her. What would
Can
you
you
like
spell
me
it,
to do?
please?
Did he cast
spell it.
detect magic? That guy, the priest. Okay.
I can certainly try.
Thank you.
Can I?
At this
insight
point,
check
I'm
her?
getting. I was.
I'm just watching.
Yeah,
Who?
The girl.
Insight check who?
Or
the girl.
he
Little
says
girl?
it's an
Sure.
illusion magic. Is there like anything I can do to like know to look for weird stuff or I don't know?
Unless you start
Flaws?
casting spells, not really.
To see through anything? Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Oh shit.
Buzz is at the door.
I rolled a 16. I don't know what my
What are you trying to do?
I'm
What are you
just
trying to
insight
insight?
checking the little girl.
She is a
21.
little girl. She is a little girl who is with her mother, and she is just swinging.
Okay, so I asked the priest to dispel the magic if he can.
He sits, he says a prayer, and then he takes a moment, holds his hands together as he begins chanting. The spell is different from what Lyra would experience, but the cadence is somewhat the same. Because you heard him say about dispel magic, you've not seen it from a priest, but thing. It's very similar. The glow suffuses his hands. He holds them out to her. Mama, what's happening? What's happening, Mama? As he
Just
puts
fine,
his
sweetie,
hands.
just fine. Remember, I
across
told
her.
you to stay still. You've seen me do this sort of thing before. You've seen me do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mama,
you're just fine.
okay.
You're just fine, sweetheart. Breathe,
Mama,
breathe. You're just
Mama,
fine.
I love you. I love
I
you,
love
Mama.
you too, sweetie. I love you too.
As he
sweetie.
casts the spell, he puts his hand on her head. The glow suffuses her.
I
Uh-oh.
Okay.
don't watch.
It gets bright,
Oh no. Oh no.
and she turns to snow and melts.
Oh my god.
No! Who could have seen this coming?
I wasn't expecting that, but I was not.
Oh shit!
But it was
I was
never-
expecting something else. God. Oh my
The
god.
floor, the snow her body just twists and turns, and what was sat there as your daughter is now snow, figure packed in the same shape, and then begins to melt and drips.
Can I come over and inspect this?
You're not inside.
I've got
I'm
one
inside.
hand over my mouth and I'm just I'm shocked and probably shaking. Like I haven't recovered from the exhaustion. Like this just oh my god.
No, you can't come any closer, Faye.
Gonna come over.
That would have done
Look
it.
at this
That would have.
puddle of water now.
Yeah, the
Um,
snow is melting and dripping. The
What
priest
do
just
I
looks
know?
at
Yvonne's starting to cry. Like she's
About
got tears
mimicking spells
like
like
pooling
that.
in her eyes. Like she literally looks like she's on the brink of a breakdown and she's just fighting it as hard as she possibly can.
That was a very powerful spell.
It-
It's not. I don't think clerics can cast
Because I don't
Would I know this spell?
it. You'd have to make an Arcana check, and it would
Greater
be.
illusion. I don't know.
16.
No. You know it. You know it's a spell that's beyond you. That's about it.
Can I make an Arcana check?
You sure
Is
can.
there,
Not gonna be pretty. Yeah, that's not pretty.
You
Oh,
are
yeah.
just distraught after
Yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
after fighting off that devil to get your daughter back, and having to almost kill yourself to keep her safe, just to bring her here, and on your own decision to have her dispelled in front of you. You are just an absolute blubbering mess.
Yeah, I'm like trying to hold it together. Like, this is just hot mess. This is horrible.
Can I ask
with the nature of those spells, would I know if it would be something that
So wait,
you need
yeah.
Hold on.
the subject alive in order to mimic it?
Yeah,
You can make another Arcana check, Lyra, but at disadvantage on that.
This is why I'm glad that Mushen is elsewhere, because he would have been like,
Oh, I just...
oh, he'd be going ballistic right about now. That would've been the-
Yvonne,
Yeah.
the priest looks at you and goes,
Oh,
"It's
shit.
not in my expertise.
21.
I can research to find out.
That's with disadvantage. I rolled a 19 and 12.
Okay, I could possibly do some form of research to find out what it was, or you could maybe ask someone that's more arcanally trained.
Is Lyra standing next to me?
I think Lyra's made her way over, right?
Yeah,
At
I'm
this
standing
point,
there and I'm
it's
like
it's
looking
shock.
at it. And I'm just... There's really nothing to touch. Like, there's nothing to like...
No,
it's
it's
just
all
kind
out
of...
with the snow. At this point, that's
I'm pulling a
the
Sherlock
snow
moment,
slush, it's a big
and
part.
it's just numbers. I don't know.
Like, okay.
Like I'm
arcane
sorry.
figures.
I look at the priest and I say, as a follower of the faith, you've done plenty for me already. I would appreciate, as before, any assistance, but I understand if this goes beyond your purview, if you have other duties to attend to.
I do, but this seems to be a little bit more pressing. I've never had to.
Because
never
is
experienced
there potential that she's still alive? Like that wasn't her, right? Because I failed the Arcana check like hardcore, right? So, like I have
yeah,
like,
he
turned her to snow and she melted.
like I'm not mad at him. Like
he looks at you and he's like, I don't know. She was real.
No, don't. Now, Lyra kind of comes out of whatever she's thinking about and glares at this priest because that's just fucking false hope right there.
He has no idea. He's
I
like,
know he has
"Oh,
no idea."
She asked, was that really my daughter? He's like,
No.
she was real.
Shush. No, don't. Oh,
okay, at this
jeez.
point I'm looking at Lyra like waiting for something.
Well, I don't know. I rolled. He didn't tell me anything yet. That was,
The only thing you can glean is that usually spells such as this require a part of whatever it mimics,
So essentially start looking at snow.
as to be used as a focus to generate whatever it generated.
would it
needs
be in
something
that
of
pile
that
of
person.
stuff in the water? Is there anything other than just liquid, like a toe?
No, it's just snow. It's just
Okay.
it's just
It's just, okay.
That's what I'm making sure. Because if so, I'm going
Uh,
to shuffle it to the side.
Oh.
Oh, actually, as it melts,
Oh dear.
there is both of you give me an investigation roll, because I know Lyra, you're looking into it. Yvonne, yours will be at disadvantage because you are. Never mind, it doesn't matter. You fumbled it.
Oh
You're just
my
in tears at this
god!
point.
18.
You're too distraught
You're
to
like,
look at anything.
Well, no,
that
she's catching
she
up.
was real. Oh my god, my daughter
Oh,
melted
what?
now.
Yes, she is.
I'm convinced and still trying to hold it together.
There is a strand of blonde hair inside the melted water.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Can I take the strand from her if she's got it?
Yeah, you can
This-
pick it up, and then if you're holding it out, looking at it,
Yeah.
then yes,
well, I
Okay.
would.
quite happily grab it.
They need pieces.
I'm
to mimic.
I'm putting it in my mother's
living
locket.
pieces, like Like,
Okay.
you can't just take it off a dead body.
You don't know. Based off of what you rolled, you have no idea at this point. You've never come across something like this.
They need pieces to make a mech. That wasn't her daughter. That wasn't her daughter. I said that to the guy. But I mean, I don't know. They're using hair right now just to make these, but I don't know the spell. But they need something of hers.
Okay.
Sorry, Kip, if you can swear at me
Which
after the game.
actually,
No, that's okay. This is you're
what
fine. You're fine.
level is-
This is pretty awesome. So at this
Oh, you
point,
didn't know this was
Yvonne's
happening.
like
She thought
He
she
likes
got
to make
away.
me clear.
she sort of realized that she's basically in a mess right now, and she really can't handle anything. And she looks at the priest and is like, "Could I just have somewhere to sleep right now? I really need to rest and process and eat."
He puts his arm around you and tries his best with no matter kind of how rough the scales are and how
Yeah.
kind of cool they are to the touch, and just kind of like consoles you and just leads you off to a place where it's almost like it is one of the rooms that they would use where you know, a room where you can
Like a funeral
pause,
room.
reflect, clean. Well, no, it's more of a personal priest room, which she's never really had the chance to stay in. But it is definitely a room for that a priest of Bahamut would live in, because it's got a bed, it's got a place to clean up, and it's got a place to reflect.
I'm gonna
He
try and
actually does his best, and puts you in a room where sunlight is shining in.
Oh, okay.
Far away
That-
from the elf.
She's led off sobbing.
Yeah.
Well,
if
I know.
I guess maybe
I just
if
raise an
get
eyebrow
something
at
to
the
eat before I-
Dragonborn. I'm just like,
If I can get
watching
something to
you.
eat before I go to
Don't
sleep,
say
that'd be
stupid
cool. But
things.
like otherwise,
They look after you. They look after
okay,
you.
that's great. Thanks. Thanks.
Lyra, you're left puddle of snow.
Oh my
And
God.
Apophis, because he's standing behind you. Like,
And Apophis is an expert on snow.
oh god.
Apophis, tell us where this snow is from.
and
What part of the world is
Paramus
it located?
Just standing way back at the frickin' door.
Yeah, nobody thinks that's suspicious.
No,
And Mushin just ran to the library.
Yeah, you ran.
Mushin ran
bolted
to.
out.
Mushin, I know where I'll find him.
Sarissa, what did you do?
I took
You
off to the
follow
library.
everybody
I wasn't giving a shit about anything else.
You followed who to the library? Mushin?
I can imagine them all just going to the library.
Yeah.
So
Actually.
you Mushin and Sarissa, they head off to the brass section to
I need
kind
to
of
go
like
shopping.
get usage of the things.
Actually, there is
Pops, what are you doing?
contemplating still. She's staring at the puddle, doing. Making humming noises. Sunday message.
Done?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Pops, what are you
Okay.
doing?
Okay. I was waiting for her to finish.
Yep.
So, Apophis is doing two things. He is going to sell the furs that he got on the travels from all the hunting he did.
So you basically
And
left
second-
the Platinum Temple and just gone back to your own people to sell stuff.
Yep. And
Okay.
second, he is also going to report the status of their mission to the head guard lady that they talked to before.
Okay.
Because apparently no one seems to think about, oh hey, we
I was
should
about to bring that up, actually.
report our status since we finished our thing with the whites. And
I'll-
should
So you-
get told where we should head to next.
I'll go
So
with him.
you had okay. So you after you've seen the snow and Lyra kind of like just looking confused, you turn and just leave. Mesh goes with you. You which one are you going first? Well, actually, to be fair, as you exit, there is a number of Skari waiting for you as you come out, and they just give you a nod, and you do recognize the captain amongst them, And they wait for you to join, with them.
What?
Apophis walks over to them and proceeds to give her a salute, a sign of respect.
I walk up next to him and I kind of just mutter, "This isn't very inconspicuous. I thought we were trying to keep them from looking at us."
This is the safest part of the city, if you would think, as we have our own here, and this is the one where we know everybody who come in and out.
I'll take your word for it because I couldn't hear half of what you said. You are very quiet.
What exactly do you have to report? Did you find out?
We have cleansed the corruption that was within the whites. It was within my clan, actually, a cult of Satyrnids had taken root within what was a former Black Dragon temple, and raised basically an army worth of undead white dragonborn.
Can I say they had a dagger? Not that I have a dagger, just that they had a dagger.
Actually, the Captain Nola does actually ask, did they have the same dagger that you had reported before?
Yes.
Can I make a roll? No.
Nope.
Oh,
Not
that
this
doesn't
point.
trigger it?
No.
Dang it.
That's for the dagger's probably gonna force you to say
bel-
no. They did not have. They did have a dagger, but I don't know what happened to it, or something along those lines.
Last I seen, it got wrapped up in a bundle, but I do not know if someone took the bundle with us or not.
Famous, you can make a charisma saving throw.
At disadvantage?
No, you can make it straight. It's something
That's
else.
fine. Come on, please.
Okay.
Oh!
Yes!
You remember
There is a god after all.
the memories of what happened in the Black Dragon lair begin to fade from you as Apophis begins telling them about it. The shape of the dagger begins to fade. The actions you took begins to disappear, and then you kind of shake your head a moment and focus on them, and then those memories just hold in place.
Can I pull the dagger out? Or rather, wait, no.
That was simply because it was trying to make you forget
Can I tell
what
them?
happened.
Quick, here's my memories before I forget again.
Oh,
No, I mean
different.
they're locked in. He's just kind of like, it was just keeping the memory. So I mean, you more likely can agree that yes, that was the dagger you saw. But right now, anything more than that is going to be a contest of wills.
Contest of wills. What would I be rolling? It's the-
Don't worry about the mechanic. Just tell me if you want to try to say more than just yes, that was the dagger they were using.
Yes, I want to try.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Am I just telling them, or am I going to try and show them?
Well, let's see what you roll first.
Oh, okay. Okay. Never mind.
You remain. Yeah, you try and start when they say yes, that was that was the dagger that was there. You go. Yes, that was the dagger that was there.
It's a start.
You were almost there.
I know, right?
Well,
Exactly. I thought this
I just want you to know.
it is stupid.
I want you to know I'm
Okay.
doing what I do when I'm at home when I'm nervous and annoyed. I'm currently holding my phone between my teeth.
Oh, groovy.
Okay.
I'm not biting it. It's just what I do. No, I'm not. I'm
okay,
holding it in my hand now.
So,
No, I'm not.
they go as so. Should we expect reinforcements from the whites? Are they going to be sending forces our way?
We've told the current leader of Apophis' clan to notify the Eye, but whether or not they'll send forces, we don't know. Perhaps Apophis could return to ask for them, but or we
Well,
could all.
Right now, the winter campaign has been held. Thankfully, it's been stopped, but we are preparing our defense here at Scaleheim. This seems to be one of the few places that should be able to hold, at least for a while. I don't know if they will be bringing more of their machines up against us, but right now,
I would recommend making sure they can't get in through the tunnels for damn sure.
that tunnel is easily sealed.
Fair enough.
If that is all, you may go about your business. We have lots to look into.
All right.
That is
Okay.
all for now, but which group of Dragonborn should we attempt to go aid nets for them to send aid to Scaleheim? Would you
We will
recommend?
have-
What would be the nearest
Right now.
tribe?
Right now, we would have to look at our logistics. Our first pressing matter was the fact that the whites weren't willing to help us until whatever fracture was solved, and we're going to try and send a missive out to see if we can find out now what we may do.
I do believe that they will send help now. That is my belief.
We'll send correspondents out to find out what we can. Okay, good day. And they filter off back towards where I was stationed.
So, Gold Coin,
Huh?
what do you think would fetch the best price for these furs? As I pull a large bundle of furs.
Don't ask me. Like, the only place I've gone to sell stuff is the Red District, and as we know, that's not on the table right now.
Fair enough.
I have no interest in returning to the Red District currently. Because
By
now
the
I
way,
have doubts
Dave,
in my own beliefs about
how many
them.
furs and what kind do I have?
You had 2d12 first.
You had, so you had, what did you roll?
He rolled a
I
12.
rolled a 12.
So you have 12 large, almost wolf pelt type birds. They're not actual wolves, but they're that kind of size.
Okay.
Did I only wrap the dagger in one druid mantle? Because I had two.
You wrapped them in both.
Never mind then.
Actually, I think I wandered off at this point because I'm
Gone.
well. I'm trying not to wander
Well,
too
Just take
far from everybody because I'm trying not to like split everybody up again and stuff because we know how well that works in this city.
There's only like 3 places in the city that Mushin ever goes, and it's like Silver Temple,
There's a difference. You're a
Bronze
dragonborn.
area. Yeah, but
Did I ever
Yes.
locate
Okay.
who made the sword?
No, you didn't. You didn't have much luck to begin with.
Okay, well then I'll head back to the Silver District and continue that endeavor.
You going with them, office?
Well, I was going to be selling furs, but I
Yeah,
got,
you gonna do that in the White District? Oh,
Do
sorry,
that
the
anywhere.
Silver District?
might as well.
Okay. So as you make your way through the spire to the outer circle into the Silver District, you do notice that a lot of people kind of just take glances as this giant white dragonborn comes storming through. Nothing too bad, but they'll just notice like that. Well, let's make an intelligence check.
You want me to make an intelligence check? Okay.
Oh shit.
Natural 20.
Watch natural
almost.
20. Close.
You reason that you would probably get a good amount of coin for these furs in the bronze section, considering you have renown where you are as something less.
You are the summoner of the golden one.
Mm-hmm. And they are kind of suspicious.
Superstitious,
And
you
to the
mean?
bronze they go. These furs go.
You said suspicious. Superstitious?
Suspicious.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Bemesh, I would like a charisma roll and 2 investigation rolls, please.
Charisma save or charisma roll?
Charisma save.
And 2 investigations. All right.
What the fuck? You get
Well,
what did I roll?
one end
Sorry,
or the
hang on.
other.
Many to-
Natural
great.
20.
Oh. Okay, sweet, great. Okay, and then investigation.
Mhm.
Holy shit!
What the? Oh, okay.
Okay. So the first, you
What the hell?
you find yourself like meandering around for a little bit, just kind of a little bit lost in your thoughts. And then there's
One
a
of those
compulsion
yesterday.
pushes you. Then,
Last
then
time.
the compulsion pushes you in a direction, and you just go, wait, I don't want to go that way. You start going around to smithies and trying to find the maker of this sword, and almost immediately you pull it out and bring it to almost the first smithy you come to, and he looks at it and he glances down the way, looks down the blade itself, flips it over, grabs a piece of chalk and rubs his thumb along the center part of the blade. Huh. Well, I knew she made a few of the few things, but nothing as intricate as this.
Wait, what? What did he said? She made a few things, but nothing as intricate as this.
Yeah.
What the man said.
See,
And I ask,
oh,
who is her? What is her name?
Bianca. She made
Oh.
She made this sword. She made a couple of pieces of armor, and she apparently married an Ascari and forged him his breastplate to keep him safe. She trained under Master Reese, who is in that direction. You'll find him probably about forge midway down towards the outer rim. She trained under him for a number of years. Whenever they found her magical knack was much more in tune with creation and artifacts and just general invoking power into items. So when they brought her here and they trained her, one of the things she seemed to have a knack for was metalworking.
That's kind of cool.
Thank you very much, good sir. What was his name?
Reese, Master Reese.
No, that not Master Reese. I know him, the guy I'm talking to.
Are you actually asking his name? You just walked up and was like, "Oh, look at this."
Well, I say thank you, and then I kind of like, like, what is your name?
He does that whole like, yeah, no problem. Goes back, tink, tink.
Okay, sure, whatever, fine. You don't want to talk? I don't want to talk. That's fine.
Or you could just read the sign on the name of the store.
Yeah,
Josh,
seriously.
So yeah, you find out that she actually forged the weapons herself.
Well, then I want to go speak to Master Reese.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what I want to talk about, so maybe go to somebody else while I think about that.
I want to go see this guy, but I don't know what I'm going to say.
Apophis,
Okay.
Apophis, you go into the bronze section, and immediately, whispers start. People start talking about you. There's definitely an almost a reverence from you. Not a great deal, but definitely enough people that recognize you. The first place you go for to sell these things, he looks a little bit starstruck, just a little bit. Roll a
Persuasion.
Yeah. Persuasion.
The hell? What was that noise?
That's his mate.
He takes. He says, "I will gladly buy these off you. Could I get your mark on these skins?" And he looks like, I have ink here. I think having skins touched by he who can summon a golden celestial dragon to aid him would help me sell these as well.
God. I'm not there. Thank God.
You
I'm
know,
not.
this is amusing me. Yes, I will
holds out-
definitely sign them.
So
I'll sign them
this
if
large
you-
ink pad. Go ahead.
And
Now,
invisibility, the creators of
What would you like me to
reputation.
sign it as?
I would just like you to place your hand in this ink pad and press it on the skins themselves. That would be enough.
Very well. Abalphus
You get-
places his hand in the ink and pretty much just touches each fur.
He goes out and he pulls out a bag, very weighty bag, and goes, 600 gold should be alright.
That'll do. I'm not there, but that'll do.
Sure.
Damn.
So,
For all of them?
For the entire lot, 12 of them. 50 gold a skin. That's really, really high amount of money for this.
Yeah.
Don't lose it this
Yeah.
time.
You know, can you also throw in a piece of that jerky you got behind you?
Yeah. My wife made it. Would you like me to tell her that you enjoyed it? He holds out like.
Would it get me more samples?
Could you get?
He actually offers
Take the
like
piece
holds out a
and-
platter. Is a platter of like a good 20 of them on there. It's like, please.
Platter.
Abalphus just he takes his bag and just puts them in, and also puts someone. Yeah, this is actually really good.
The whole thing.
You,
Tell
you
her
married
she'll
a
be very pleased.
you married a good woman.
She married me. I didn't have a choice in that, but thank you very much.
Isn't that usually the matter?
Yeah.
Promise.
Unicorn customs are
Yeah,
different,
that's
you turn and you head, back to try and find Fairmesh. As behind you hear finest skins, touched by legendary white dragonborn that can summon the celestial golden assistant. Here they are, yours only, 100 gold a
Buy
skin, or if you want me to make
every
something from it. And there's a hush, and someone goes, I'll buy two.
No, I'll buy three.
As you walk off.
How you know you should just sell them yourself?
Meanwhile, I
Wonder
get
how
called
much they'll
Calamity, and everybody's
charge-
like, ooh, leperism, and it's like, oh my god.
Leprous.
You know,
Oh god.
I wonder how much she'll pay for my scales that just come off.
Just pull a couple
I
scales.
feel like one of those people who collects the skin tags
you know
and
what-
shit like that. Like, there's a
You know,
Gila
when
skin
they-
right there.
when
I
they-
could sell that
hey,
for
hold you-
something. Ugh.
Hey, Day, I'm still a little bit of a rogue. You know what? Why am I asking the DM this? I'll ruin my plans if I try and do it. I'm gonna wait. Never mind. I know what I had to say.
Okay, make a as you head down towards the smithy, Master Reese's smithy. Make
Shit.
One extreme to the fucking other.
Right?
You blank out.
Ooh, shinies.
Oh. Your mind been taken over.
Okay,
You've been body jacked.
Yep.
you blank
Oh
out.
god.
What?
Okay, you blank out.
Yeah, okay,
So-
fair
If you
enough.
turn into a mindless assassin and come after us, I have no recourse.
Lyra goes and starts going shopping.
I'm
Okay,
shopping.
so the kits usually hold 10, 10 enough to make 10 potions. So
Yeah.
you want to be doing it that way. You're basically rebuying the kit each time.
Okay.
Scroll or scrying. You'll have to make an investigation for that.
Okay.
And the stuff to make the scroll would be kind of expensive.
Well,
It's in the
I don't
green
want to
district.
make it. I want to buy a completed scroll. I can't make it. It's a
you
5th
could-
level spell, so I'm looking. That's why I'm
Yeah,
looking
it's
for a
fine.
scroll.
I need an investigation.
12.
You have you would have thought about going to like Cooperit's Mystical Wares, but it's been destroyed and you don't really know anywhere else to go get a scroll or to buy scrolls.
What happened to it? Now I'm curious what happened to it because
A large silver dragon popped
It
out of it.
erupted from it.
that asshole was a dragon.
We found this out last time we were here.
That asshole was a dragon, yes.
I
Which is why
I
he
kick a couple
took fear
pieces
of
at the
you.
doorway
Remember,
and
in
knock
the
it
silver,
over
in the
because
silver
I'm.
district, most of the
Fuckers.
people were dragons.
I do. I'm at the doorway to this place where it's all burned, and I kick over a couple pieces and throw a temper tantrum. And
It's true. There are a fair number. There are a fair number of wrecked buildings where dragons seem to erupt from them.
It makes sense. They had the hordes. They were selling stuff from the hordes to make more gold. That's how you do it.
About,
I will.
so
The only
you
other
go
place
to
I would check would
you
be
go-
the bronzes. Then, if they have any scrolls, I'm just checking with them too because that would be the only other place I would think of.
Make up one more investigation roll.
I mean, the brass.
Or brass.
Me?
I'm sorry, yeah.
Not you. You two are at the libraries, so.
Yeah.
So wait, Day, I
so
blacked
Lyra
out
comes
or
stomping
just...
on you. You have completely blacked out. What'd you roll?
24, 15 plus 9.
Okay. As you come through, you hear the mutterings of Mushen talking
I
about
feel
like
better.
shield mage.
Lost goddesses and shield maiden.
Yeah.
And it's like going through the Dewey Decimal System. Or, like, have you heard of this thing called the Dewey Decimal System?
They call it the draggy decimal system. You know. Instead.
That
The
sounds like
Draconic
another of
Decimal
your
System.
Yeah.
terms you make up, like, golden rabbits. So, I know.
That was fair mesh.
You managed to speak to some of the artisans there, and they say, "Yeah, we have a couple scrolls to spare. Did you want to buy one of these?"
I would like to, yes, please. It's a little bit beyond my ability to cast at the moment, so I need the scroll made already.
Okay. Like a persuasion.
But it's to find a little lost girl.
I hope these charisma saves I'm making aren't a combination of whatever I'm infected with and the dagger.
I have no idea.
Little lost.
I don't have any idea, but I hope they're not a combination.
I rolled a 20.
Okay. I go.
27.
Okay. I mean, the requirements to costume something tied up.
She just watched her little girl get evaporated into
Couple
snow
of
and
this.
stolen.
I tell you what. Why don't we? Yeah,
I'm
Mushin,
on
you
a
hear
case.
this?
I'm on a case,
They were talking
Mushin.
about like
The little girl
the
just
little girl.
You hear the
kid or something.
thump of the closing of the book. Like,
She thought she brought her little girl to the city, and she just melted away.
oh,
Somebody
whoa!
stole her, created a mimic of some type.
You.
You hear the book open
Did I-
up again?
More forceful thump. Sarissa, you in this library as well?
Yep.
Okay, so Sarissa's kind of prancing around you, still half naked.
She's got a robe
What?
on,
See? Somebody appreciates to have a robe on.
and she tied a belt around it.
How long is the
Then you
robe? That's an
Still
important
have
question.
Plenty.
It was
still-
pre-Mushen size. or
Pre-shrink.
Pre-mini Shen size.
What color
Yeah.
is it? Red.
It is actually
It was
would probably
gray.
be like gray.
Okay.
It was gray.
So you still have extreme amounts of cleavage showing, and thigh flapping every time you walk around, and you do have a tail, so you are flicking and kind of showing your ass every now and then, but you don't give a shit. So she's padding around barefooted.
Oh
Fully in that
my
element.
god.
Lyra, they go, well, I mean, if you're helping out, we'll do it at cost. So, I mean, the material components are... What's it up? No. 300 gold?
Plop.
Okay.
Gosh.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Sarissa and Mushen, you guys are in the library. What are you researching for?
Well, I was researching the Shield Maiden and Missing Goddess from the up until the point I heard that the little girl was missing and there's some kind of mimic. It's like, and then he started researching that.
Okay, so give
There's some
me
kind
one
of
investigation for
I'll be right back.
Goddess.
I only heard
Okay.
part of that.
Okay, so the first one, he couldn't find anything on the Shield Maiden. Got an
No.
11.
Nothing. Cool.
Second one about the snow mimic. Like,
How much information
Oh!
do you give?
How
much information do you give? How much information do you give Mushen, Lyra,
On what? I'm sorry.
on what happened to the
Oh.
little girl?
I explained it all in detail. That's fine. Outside of mommy's distraught.
You pull a book of like ancient arcana almost, like that type of stuff. And you read
well,
through
and I
it.
cross-referenced with, because she said that it would be...
There's hair, and so they didn't need
You
too much.
quickly, because you've been through this library enough. You pull the 2-3 books, you go, and within about while Lyra is haggling for prices, you very quickly gather
More like guilty him.
the information, and you find out that the little girl was a simulacrum.
Simulacrum.
Apparently I'm retarded. Yeah, apparently I'm retarded and can't say that word. Simulacrum. And it does require something from the subject that you are making.
Lyra, did they have
Uh,
something from the subject?
A piece of hair, but does their subject need to
I
be?
found it. I found the spell.
I'll come over. I want to read about it because I'm looking more for. Does the subject need to be alive, or does it matter to the spell?
It seems to be that it does need to be alive,
Okay.
and that the other part is that the simulacrum is exactly the same copy as what it copied, up to the point of its recent memories, but it can't learn any further.
She's talking
I'm
about
back.
Addie. What
Hey.
was it? She said she wanted to play with Addie and she wanted to visit something. Okay. Okay. We could try to find her. I'm gonna go. And I don't know. Can I read the spell itself? Is that okay? Do you care? I don't know.
The simulacrum spell, sure. It's pretty much what he found. He found
Yeah,
like
I figured.
almost like a Trist, almost like from like Elminster's level type writing. He's written on how to do this. The snow's needed for physical mass. You know, a big gem, a piece of the person. Does seem to be that needs to be alive. Yes. So where you guys do that, Sarissa, what are you doing?
Since we're coming across a lot of dark
Flirting with
things
all the
and
young
demons,
librarians.
I
What
start-
else?
So you're cross-referencing what over the dark things?
about dark things and demon magic because apparently we're coming across a lot of it, so it might be a smart thing to know about it.
So you start reading a little bit more dark books.
Yeah.
I'm
You see Sarissa-
asleep on the street.
Yeah, you're not asleep. You're
I got knocked the
Well,
fuck out.
remember,
um.
Sarissa and Mushen went off while the girl before the
this
girl
was all going
melted.
on. Yeah, exactly.
So,
Lyra,
all
this
that's-
is a little bit later in the day. I mean, it's almost coming to evening, night.
Well, yeah,
time,
I was in another area. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, you guys have been researching this for a while. It's not like you got the simulacrum thing quickly because you'd already looked at a book that was similar. You're like, oh yeah, like So you noticed that Sarissa was pacing around you for a little bit, and then she kind of disappeared off down the far end and into areas where people don't usually go, and she just seems to
Even
be.
I don't.
Yeah, and she just seems to be like, it's almost like the way she's moving makes you feel like she's a little bit out of place because she's just enjoying walking through this place and pulling books.
She's
reading through it,
acting
coming back.
like me.
Yeah,
That's not normal. It's
make an
true.
investigation roll, Sarissa. Okay, you find some things on Fiends, and you find that they make deals. They try to manipulate, and they do try to capture souls, or if they are being hunted, there's a reason why they're being hunted. Same thing, like you read about demons and devils too. Demons are a lot more visceral at this point. The devils seem to be a lot more manipulative. You read about the first layer of hell where Tiamat resides, and that's about as far as you get, and it just makes your head spin.
Okay.
It's getting late. Apart from Yvonne, who has basically had a day of tears and taken herself off to bed.
Well, I was.
What is everyone else doing?
Uh,
You go find her
Yes.
before it's night. Okay.
And I need to figure out what is the scrolls going to involve? Like, what is it's a higher level. I know that. So how difficult is it going to be for me? I would have an idea of looking at it.
For you, it's going to be tough. You could very easily mess this up because it requires a level of focus that you've not quite attained yet. But you could do it. There's a chance. Mushen, so Lyra disappears off after you share that with her. You guys, it's getting nighttime. Fairmesh has disappeared. He completely blanked it out. Apophis is selling his stuff and enjoying his money, and I guess kind of heading back to a place to stay.
And I head back to my normal bunk.
Okay.
When I'm here,
everybody returns back up to where they usually stay for the
get
night.
some moss.
Except for
Moss, dude, you have no idea.
it's not that I have no idea. It's I have no conscious thought right now.
You have no idea. It's all dark. Lyra, you head back to the spire and find Yvonne.
Yeah.
Yvonne's room. They kind of point you up that way.
Okay. I don't know. Do I knock? I knock.
It's getting late. I mean, it is time to rest almost.
Is there a light on?
He says, we'll continue this tomorrow.
Actually, I'm just gonna listen at the
is
door
there a
first and
candle
see if
lit?
she's kind of like.
Snoring.
Lyra doesn't want to go in if there's like much wailing and moaning and gnashing of teeth because she's too blunt for that.
Well, Yvonne, what are you doing?
Because it would show Lyra has emotions.
Yeah, other than irritated and
You're
sarcastic.
This is normal. Kind of.
Kibbeth?
If only people understood our arguments, Vera.
Okay, so I thought I was asleep. Like,
It's up to you. She's listening
Okay.
at the door after a long day. I mean, what does she hear?
let's say. Well, she took the long rest, right? Does that count? Like, if
Well,
she was
that's
resting.
8 hours, so you would just be sleeping at this point and passed out.
Well, I don't, and you know what? Honestly, I wouldn't want to. Yeah, I wouldn't.
If does a short rest count as like a nap?
That's about an hour, 15 minutes to an hour, depending
Okay,
on
no.
what's going on. So I mean, it would be so.
If you're
technically,
asleep,
yes,
it's
you'll need a
okay.
long rest, but
Yeah,
It's
like I
more
feel
of-
like it's. I was
You
passed
would have passed out from exhaustion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
passed
okay.
out for
You
exhaustion.
hear-
She doesn't like
snoring.
tense situations like that, and 1-to-1, it's kind of like even worse for her a little bit. And then, then you're like, oh, she's sleeping. Okay, I'll talk to her tomorrow, and I'll go. And then I'm like, and I'll gather everybody
What
up
do you
first too, so I'm
Leave
not
her
by
a notice
myself.
as far as where we're
Okay.
going.
Yeah.
So you know that everybody's
Under the door.
You know. Okay, so you leave her a note and then you head back as
Good news. Come find us.
as you know you come across Mushen tucking into his moss soup that he loves so
Ugh.
much.
I'm on my 5th bowl.
Apophis has got like this largest bag of beef jerky, but it's not really beef jerky. It's like someone's got a whole slab of bacon.
I eat
and
some
just
of that.
cooked it.
I don't mind.
No, it's like each one of these is like a whole bag of bacon that's fused together.
It's a
Each one of
whole,
the
like-
jerkies.
I cut a piece
But there's
off
about 20 of them.
because I can't eat a whole one.
Okay, you guys, he's sitting there just chewing this like happy as a pig and shit. That he's like,
I don't want the one that he chewed on.
I cut a
Pick
piece
another.
off now. If I can have it.
you
Where
guys-
are we
you guys-
staying again, by the way? Just so I know I'm not.
You've got
Okay.
lodgings in the
Over in the
grass.
grass.
Okay. Grass section.
Apophis lets him have some, and also he gives Lyra the sack of gold. Just kind of tosses it at her.
So he's throwing
Actually,
you 600 gold.
I send Kynan to. I leave Kynan in the Temple of Bahamut near the door,
Okay.
and
okay.
then just ask
You
him
can get
to.
in there. You could get in there easy enough.
Yeah.
Celestial. No,
What
they're not going to
happens is
stop him.
Well, no, what happens
Actually,
is
it's
you leave
Faye.
him out by the door. You leave him out by the door, and being a cat, he headbutts the door and scratches at it,
No.
as they do,
He can.
and then
He has
and
an
then
intelligence
taps
of
the door
12.
with his head.
He's not.
Yeah, but he
But he's
bouts
a
the
cat.
door.
I know, and he can
That's
cat
understand
intelligence of
language.
12.
He can understand what you're saying. He's not a. It's not a.
He has a cat intelligence of 12.
He's still
It's a different
cat.
kind.
He pushes his head against the door, and he goes.
Fly. Go. Look.
He pushes the
The
door
one's in the
again.
room.
Wait, her door or into the
Yeah.
temple? Oh.
No door.
Well, you. I mean.
And he just like proud as
No.
watches
Stop.
the way
Stop.
the door.
Just watch. Just watch the door, Kynan. That's all you're doing.
Oh, okay, I'll watch the door, and he like, jumps
Well,
up
keep
on
an
the
eye.
bed.
Okay,
jumps
if
up with
anybody
her,
goes in there,
and watches the door.
come and tell me.
Facing the door.
No.
This.
Kynan,
He's
I point to. Is there like anything, a ledge, something for him to fucking sit on? Watch the door. If people go in, come and get me.
I will watch it from here. It's comfy, and he's kneading. He's kneading the floor like this. He's looking at you like, I do what you said. I'm watching the door. We're in the door.
I will.
Someone's in the room.
I will send you to your little
Mistress,
pocket dimension.
mistress,
I will.
mistress,
I
someone's
will.
in the room, mistress.
I know.
Mistress, someone's
She's
in the room,
supposed to be
mistress.
in there.
Mistress, someone's in the room,
Kynan.
mistress.
Kynan.
Mistress,
I'm hiding
there's two
all.
people's in this room.
That's it. I'm hiding all of your catnip.
Is this what it's like when you try and talk to like Flynn or something, Stacy?
Yeah. Except for catnip, it's trains. I'm hiding all of your trains.
So you close the door,
I'm hiding
and
all
he just
of
kind of like, you kind of walk into him and see what he's doing, and you see him like
Aww.
curled right up into her stomach, just like the wings are out flared, like this, just stretched. And he's like, purr.
So he got in the room. Okay. Whatever.
Now-
Well, that's fine.
Is
Somebody
the
come and tell me.
is it the bronze master that's
Brass
that
master.
what brass?
hmm
Is the brass master around?
They've not, since you guys have been in around and wandered around, you've not actually seen any of the masters yet. They've been going about their daily business, the most of the acolytes, but none of the higher ups have been visible as of yet.
I have a question, Dave. I know I'm unconscious. This is a little bit more out of character. Every time our characters go over to the brass area and we bunk in that little place, are we basically having a sleepover at Mushen's since he's technically the brass master's son?
Not
Kind of.
quite. Not quite. They have like tree houses up there anyway, and this is just one of these houses that you guys have been allocated because there's plenty of them up. I mean, you can have a sleep. You can call it Mushen's and have a sleepover if you'd like, but you know.
Well, if it's Mushen's, then it's mine too, because I've already
it's
listed
communal.
its family here. Well, isn't that what the
It-
Dragonborn? Most of
it's
the Dragonborn are
tattooed
communal.
on me.
So you guys feed for a bit, tuck down for the night. As you guys drift off, you do notice that
Where?
Femish doesn't
Yeah.
come back.
I was gonna say that. I would have.
Disappearance of the disappearance of Famish.
I don't think he has enough
Dearest
gold to rent
sir.
a room.
Nobody
Yes.
went to look for him that day.
So you guys fall asleep comfortable, at least more comfortable than you have been for about the last 2 weeks. Sarissa,
Oh.
you are woken in the middle of the night.
Okay.
There's a presence near you.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh,
Green,
fuck.
baleful eyes watch you from the edge of the bed.
I've been looking at you through the bedroom window.
I'm sorry,
Mhm.
what? Or what?
Voice like gravel emanates from the eyes.
I sit up and look at it going, what?
Hello, sister.
Hello?
Hello. I have been sent to offer you a bargain.
From who?
I have come bearing a gift from Lord Kadesh.
Okay. Our bargain.
If you wish for some power, and we can spark your blood and allow the demon strength within you to come forth, we can give you power. But in return, we want you to watch someone special to us.
Is that all I have to do? Is watch someone? No
For
trick?
now, but as the bargain continues, then you will get the real request.
So this is the start?
I know who I'm killing in the future.
Shall we say the first is free, to show you good faith. But once you enter into a bargain, then you must fulfill it, or your soul is mine.
Who do I have to watch?
A young human female. She pretends to be human. Her daughter has been taken. She is a half-elf of a goddess that no longer has power here. We are hunting her because the last of her kind, their flesh tastes exquisite. You will watch her, and when the time is ready, you will bring her dead body to us.
Oh, dear. Oh, my.
That's right, Hadib.
Do you agree?
How long will have to pass before I have not to kill her?
We will send you the order when it is ready. But know this. Once this bargain has been struck, you must follow the bargain through until the end. We will see you again when you gain more strength, little sister.
Fine.
Do you agree to stake your soul for some power?
Yep.
Good. At that, the green eyes just surge towards you. You feel a bite of pain down your jaw and down your neck. You feel information flood you, knowledge you never had before, skill that you've never touched before, jump into your brain, and it's so powerfully that the pain, the sulfur, the brimstone smell just overloads you, and you pass out.
Good thing you were in bed.
It's a good thing.
Fairmesh,
Yes.
you find yourself standing outside
okay,
the city
sending.
walls.
Okay. I want to know. I want to know more. Please tell me more. I am genuinely interested.
You have nothing on you.
This has gone from interesting to horrifying.
Is this the next day?
If there's another big brown bear nearby, day, I'm gonna kill you.
Because I was gonna do a sending to him where, like, because it goes wherever. I don't have to know where he's at.
Yeah, sure, you can do your sending.
I mean, I don't like. I mean, I know. I get it.
You can do your sending at the nighttime.
He can answer.
The heck is
If it
sending?
knows you, you can answer in a like manner immediately if the mind recognizes you. Recognize the creature gives message.
What do you send?
And you can
What do you
answer-
send?
What I typed. Goldilocks, where are you? Get your ass to the brass section. And then it's kind of like when you're on a phone call and they don't hang up right away. Mushin, I think he's drunk in a sewer somewhere before. And it was like a kind of
The
awkward thing.
response you get is,
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. Fairmesh is not here right now, but I have his body now.
I recognize that voice.
Thankfully, he didn't throw a dagger away.
Oh,
Oh my god.
that's all she could say.
And that's it. And that's where you get back. The connection is severed.
Ever.
I'm like chilling on the phone, and then the phone rings, and you're like, "Who the fuck is this?"
Yeah,
Do I recognize
yeah, that's
that
not
actually?
suspicious
It's
at all.
calling from the next room, Lyra. It's calling from the next room.
Fairmesh, you wait.
It's in the house. It's in the treehouse.
You have nothing on you. No dagger, no pack, no armor, no sword. And you are covered head to toe in entrails.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
Is there blood in between my teeth and stuff?
You have nothing but the taste of copper. Your eyes are fused shut almost by blood.
What
You
were
are
we
taste
doing
of
then?
copper.
'Cause
What the
I
heck?
would have gotten
Where's
that
the taste of
response
From the blood.
immediately.
From the blood.
Blood.
Well, that doesn't taste
Huh?
like copper.
Iron.
Iron blood.
Yes, it does.
Two
It's
things.
like metal.
iron.
Do I
it's like
recognize that
iron.
voice? Because I'm pretty sure I
Shit,
do.
Yeah. You can make an arcana check.
You have a metallic taste in your mouth. Let's put it that way.
There we go, that's better.
13.
This is my immersion.
You've heard it. It's described as copper. You've heard the voice before.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I know where. And then,
It's all about immersion.
he responds immediately, so I was doing that before my long rest, so I was talking to Mush, like,
Yeah. That's right.
would we be able to be, well, now I need to rest anyways. But... Okay, so, Mushin, I don't know where Fairmesh is, but he, apparently he has another dagger. And the
While
bitch
you're
is
saying this, you
loving.
just start
She just
hearing
sent me a
loud
lovely little
snoring.
message. I throw
Apophis
a
is just
and
snoring
I
in the
throw a
background.
shoe at Apophis, and I want to see if I hit him on the nose. 11. I rolled 11.
It hits near
He's
him,
prone.
and then like, yes, disadvantage at range.
Uh,
So you throw it. Oh yeah, let's do disadvantage.
8.
Okay, so you throw it. It just slaps against the wall next to him and just like lands on top of him.
But
Does that wake him up?
Doesn't even. He doesn't. No, he doesn't even budge. Yeah.
I lightning lure him out of bed because I'm now.
Really? Really? You're gonna waste
Actually-
lightning lure on that?
It's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
Actually, I don't even want to do that.
Go to bed.
Is he on like a cot?
Yeah, you're all up.
I'm gonna lightning lure one of the legs on the cot.
Isn't that a first level spell?
Okay.
No, it's
Wait,
a,
wait, no, no, no.
it's a strength thing.
Roll,
You know what?
roll
I'm
the
not
hit.
there.
Okay.
I'll see what happens. Just go. Do it.
And I feel like getting up and walking. I just had a creepy voice talk in my head. 18.
Okay, you do this lightning blow out the bed. The bed comes flying towards you and then sets on fire.
The last time I did that, I couldn't even set a tree on fire with a scorcher. But I do that with this, with a
The
lightning.
canvas lights up. Lightning. You just bolted the shit out of a bed.
Yeah.
The leg posts start to erupt into flames. The canvas burns. Apophis, make a Constitution saving throw.
As soon as I see the fire, I grab a pitcher of water and start trying
Yeah.
to put up fire.
Okay, you open your eyes. Whoop. You open your eyes as you take 10 points of burning damage as this cot just wraps around you in fire.
That's more damage than the spell does.
Basically, you lightning leveled it and it just went, and then the canvas just went because it's oiled.
And then he gets doused in water.
Yeah, so you burn, you take damage, and then you get soaked in water. There's still smouldering ends above it. Your bed is right next to Lyra for some reason. Lyra, you actually get some
You roll.
on you.
What do you do?
from
Roll.
dousing.
Well, then he rolled out of it, though, wouldn't he have been? Because I pulled it to
No,
him.
you get it towards you.
Dragged pretty
It's set on fire.
forcefully.
Mushen grabbed a pitcher and threw it, so you got soaked at the same time.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm like looking for water.
This is like that scene from Community.
It's what you
Well, at least it wasn't a really fancy bed.
So you wake up covered in water and burning and ouch.
I point at Lyra. I'm just like,
With burning and ouch. We have a bigger
You
problem. Bigger problem. Bigger problem. Besides you not being able to be woken up with an alarm clock of a
Remus
shoe.
got it right. You guys are fucking retarded, but it's none of my business.
I was really comfy in my spot and I didn't want to get up.
And you're soaked.
Besides, you're getting
Hair
entertained with
plastic.
entrails somewhere in the city that we don't know.
So what's that new
I'm not
road?
in the city. I'm outside the
He's
city.
outside
Suck on
the
it.
city.
Oh, man. Fairmatch has another dagger, and she's talking through him. I sent him a message via sending. The only way for him to respond is from that individual in their own fucking head. I don't know where he is. The last time this happened, yeah.
20, 21. Damn. Pretty much how my life
Where
went.
did you guys last see him? Because...
He went to Silver District to see about getting an idea of where his sword was made.
You hurt.
So-
You have like the worst wake up hangover ever.
Why does he have a hangover?
It doesn't, but it's like that
Look.
kind of thing.
sullen,
Because he
and then
just
I clear my
his
shit
biscuit
off of my
burnt.
cot and dump his bag on my cot or whatever he's got.
well, you can just use
But there's a
Fairmatch's
couple.
bed.
There are other beds that you could.
You
sleep
know, Elf,
Well,
one spell deserves another.
Oh,
if you bite me, I swear
I'm
to
just
God.
snoring in the corner.
on. Yeah.
With
you,
all of this-
you,
I'm out for the count.
everybody that's awake, which is you three, make a perception roll.
God.
Ooh.
is this all going on while she's talking to the demon?
Oh man. Really?
No, everyone sleep
22.
back.
I rolled a 17.
I love this. This is great to watch.
But you get perception, nothing, 19. Mushen and Lyra, you notice that there is blood streaming from Sarissa's nose, both nostrils, and her ears and her eyes.
I didn't do that.
I
I just look at him like, I didn't do that.
did she get hit by the bed flinging?
Headache.
So
Apophis
just
walks
like
over
that.
to her.
No, lightning lash, and I
He
stand
walks
over
over
there.
to her and just
Doesn't work that way.
That bed's still on fire, by the way.
No.
No,
No.
they dab.
No.
Okay. Bucket of
I'm
water
trying
nearby.
to shunt it into a corner, like a dog who would, hide it. Go
You
on.
doing a
I'm
Puffus?
gonna hide a bed.
Well, Elf, first I was going to use frostbite on you, but no. Anyway, Apophis then
decapitate
begins
myself.
poking the tiefling to see if she's still alive.
She doesn't respond to your prodding.
Oh, fucking hell.
He now does a medicine check on her.
Somebody that can actually
Today
do
is the
that.
day of people wanting to burn my third level spell.
She's alive. She's alive. She's just
Bleeding.
not responding to your like what you normally would wake her with.
Guinan's with her. I need. Can I do detect magic as a ritual?
Sure.
Just for. I mean, I don't.
As
That's
you
10
begin
minutes, so I
going
don't want
through-
you to think like.
As you begin going through the motions, Sarissa and just sits upright.
And I just.
Her eyes are bloodshot.
Fuck it.
Her eyes are bloodshot. The ears, the blood's beginning to dry in the nostrils, and she can just taste that metallic taste. Your
Sarissa,
head is moving.
are you okay?
I don't know. I had the weirdest fucking dream. I'm going to get something to wash whatever the shit this is out of my mouth.
Your blood?
I hand her the picture half
Yes,
full
you
of
might
water.
want to look. I hold up my mirror and like put it in front of her. It's like, you've been
Fuck!
the eyes and nose and ears. We were a little worried about
What the
you.
fuck? We gotta.
So,
There's a wash basin in here, isn't there?
There's no more water.
you'll have to go out.
Blame the
There's some
calamity.
smoke in the room.
Yeah, and
Apophis
the
looks
room is all
peeved.
smoky. And
Why
Blame
is there
Calamity.
smoke in the room? Why is it hard to breathe? What the hell?
Apophis.
Blame
down,
Calamity.
Sarissa, you look down, Sarissa, and there is a giant pool of blood where your head was laid.
Oh dear.
I
That's all you.
what
Um,
did you do to me?
I did nothing.
We didn't do anything. We
I
were
pointed
having
literally
our
like,
own discussion over here
So-
and dealing with the situation.
Fairmash is possessed by a dagger.
And we looked over and your nose was bleeding. And Fairmesh is missing and somebody is talking back from him. That should not be him. Unless he had a gender change and went creepy. More creepy.
wait,
Okay.
Fairmesh?
No,
Fairmesh isn't.
I sent him a sending, and then you can respond. You respond back. That person responds back immediately, but it was somebody else responding. But it was the same damn voice from that other guy. So
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Who that
Oh,
Try to
Lyra?
wipe off my face with my hand as good as
Lyra?
I can.
Mhm.
if it's a dagger, and I think I know who it was. He is possessed by Satyrnits.
Yeah, that's what I figured it was. It was that bitch.
It's
But
just
I
a
don't
guy,
know.
right?
Do we
Yeah.
have any way to find him? I don't have anything. She didn't exactly tell me where she was. He was. They were. They, I guess.
Well, that means only one thing.
Go
Time to
back
do the
sleep.
old-fashioned way.
What do you mean the old-fashioned way?
Oh.
We're gonna hunt him down like an animal.
You've been asleep for about. You've been asleep for about an hour, Povis. So is.
We'll hunt him down
Sarissa.
tomorrow.
So you guys are definitely tired. It is late.
Yeah.
I'm wide
No,
fucking
no.
awake.
All right,
Now I
well,
know
no,
how
I
to
can
bed.
prep a
Well,
spell.
we
for
had a-
tomorrow.
we had a short
There
rest.
are plenty of other beds in this room.
Like the one that Fairmash wasn't using?
Yeah.
I go over to Fear Mech and then fuck that, I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Your head is ringing, and you go back to sleep.
Can I make a
Good.
scroll?
If you stay in my bed, I whoop your
It's
ass.
going to take a while for
Okay.
you to craft a scroll.
And
you are,
And I'm not
and it
asking
is
for me
late at
because
night.
I want to make it. It's something that I want to make. Like if we get
It's
split
for
up,
a
that
friend.
somebody else has it to use. That's what I'm. 'cause-
You can. It will just take a while to make. and you don't have
I
that time.
might as well start working on it at some point. Not today, but whatever.
Okay.
I'm like, fucking.
Shen, what are you doing? As everyone else kind of finds new beds.
We need to find
Opens
a
the
apothecary
windows
or
and
a
drags
potion
the bed
maker
out the
tomorrow.
room.
We need
Okay.
potions tomorrow, guys. 2 potions. And I found a lot of
Bring
gold
this
on your
smoldering
dad.
bed out.
So we have some. And that's all I say, and then
What's
I roll
left?
over quick.
What's left of it?
I have a lot.
So you pull what's left of the smoldering bed, just like throw it down the stair, the ladder that you climb up to come up here.
Down. I don't want to hit anybody on
The rooms are fairly open plan, so the smoke dissipates quite quickly. There are more than like 6 beds. There are about 12 beds in here. So those who've now got displaced from the beds can go find 2 more ones, and everyone else beds down for
Oh,
the
I only
night.
have to do 4 hours anyways. Okay.
I asked Michelle before I passed out.
I know,
Bring
the
some
other
water
thing.
back.
I refill the pot with
Sorry,
water
that's a little.
Okay.
as well.
Just came across
So-
that. Sorry, Day.
You take the water, you clean up. Everyone's beds down for the night. Lyra, having a bit of a stressful day, decides I'm going to fall asleep and catch up the stuff later. You all go to sleep. Fairmesh, as I said, you stand there after descending, an hour or so afterwards in the middle of the night.
Is it a
Come
full
to.
moon?
No.
Yeah.
Come
Does he
to.
know he had a sending? Just I mean, I
No,
wouldn't know.
he has no idea.
Because he was not in
Yes.
his right mind,
I
literally.
know.
You
it was thinking-
you stand there outside the walls
Buck naked.
of Skelheim, covered in entrails. Weapons
Does
are
it-
nowhere to be
does it-
found. Your equipment is nowhere to be found.
I want to make a survival check. Are there any tracks leading up to where I am?
Go ahead, make one. You can't see a single thing. Your eyes are probably still too sealed shut with the blood that's kept them closed. You feel your hand feels like it should be holding a dagger. For a moment you grasp and have this immense feeling of loss. You manage to open your eyes, separate your eyes. You look down, and surrounding you is 8 corpses. Human.
I want to investigate them.
Chest
I want to find out what the.
ripped. Chest ripped open. A serrated blade cut into them.
Oh.
The blue and gold uniform of the Tanavan Empire soldiers dead about your feet. You have no weapons or anything. The only thing you bring forward is that you weren't here a minute ago. Yvonne,
Yep.
you're standing in a field. The
Oh,
golden
God.
corn sways out in front of you. The
thank
laughter
God.
of a child comes out from behind you. The sun strikes your face. You feel the love and the warmth of family. You hear the child giggle again, and as you turn around to take a look at your daughter, the laughter, the giggle turns to a gurgle, wet and bloody. Your eyes open as you turn around. You see nothing but burnt houses, thatched roofs on fire. Your daughter missing, bodies of loved ones strewn all over the place. Your village on fire, walls ripped, demons running through, and the baleful green eyes that haunt you are in front of you, and its laughter echoes in your mind as you wake up screaming.
Great. Great.
And that's where I'll end it for tonight.
Well, shit.
Congratulations. You made a pact with a demon that's after her.
Oh shit.
And apparently, I murdered a bunch of Tanavan Empire soldiers.
And you lost all your shit
Or it
again.
could've
Did you
been all-
agree?
or
No, I mean, I
it could've
know
been all
Lyra doesn't
three.
know, but did you agree? I didn't remember you agreeing. You were.
I didn't agree to anything. No, I
No,
I
no,
rolled
no.
a 1 and
Yeah,
blacked
yeah.
out.
Sarissa agreed.
Oh,
she said
Sarissa,
fine.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking to
I
me. My
agree.
bad.
Which then she saw that she was covered in entrails, and then we saw that the floor was pooled with her. Well, the cot was pooled with her blood.
He likes blood.
She's probably kind of lightheaded right now too.
She had a pounding headache.
Turn the screen.